as you go on your way. That's entertainment.
Hello and welcome to Real Live Entertainment. Recently, I went to the Broward Center for Performing Arts and saw a live play called American Idiot. It was very strange, hard to understand at first, but really wonderful. It took me a while to figure out what was going on. It was a little modern for my taste. It was 24 fabulous, energetic young performers doing 30 original songs by a group called Green Day, who won 2 Tony Awards when they were on Broadway doing American Idiot. It was like Hair done more modern. It was after the 9/11 tragedy in New York that this play came into being. And it was about 24 young people who were having a hard time finding themselves. They couldn't find jobs. They were really poor. They didn't know what to do with their lives. They were angry at the government. They were angry at everyone around them, except for their own little group. And you saw them grow. As the years progressed, they got more into society. But in the beginning, they were angry, vicious people who were very sad. As the years went on, they got more in tune with society. But the songs were wonderful. Some of them were tough to listen to, but the dancing and the energy of these 23 performers was absolutely incredible. It was something that I'd like to see again, because now I understand what they were going through and what happened to them. In the beginning, it was so difficult to understand that people walked out on this play, and I was sorry for them because they missed a wonderful opportunity to understand what happened to young people in that period of American history. I loved it. As I said, I would like to see it again. It was, I didn't know who the group Green Day was. They started at the Berkeley Repertory Theater in California. And by the time they got to Broadway, people knew who they were. I didn't. I guess I was too old by that time. And I was in the music business, so I knew all the new groups that were coming up. But at one point, I was finished with the music business, and it was finished with me. And so I missed out on a lot of things. I missed out on Green Day, and I'm sorry I did. But I'm very glad I saw this play, American Idiot. It was a joy to see, and I was sad for what happened to some of the people, but that's life. One of the young men went into the army, came back with a leg missing. One of the women became a drug addict. But they weren't all sad. Some of the men went on to be captains of industry. It was, if you ever get a chance to see a play called American Idiot, I suggest that you go and see it. It was beautifully done. I applaud the young men and women who were in it because they were just marvelous. and I'm sorry for the people who walked out on it. And there were a lot of people who walked out on it. And that's because in the beginning, it was tough to understand what was going on, even what period of time it was. But once you got into it, it carried you along just beautifully. So I recommend that anyone who gets a chance to see a play called American Idiot, by all means, go see it. It's worth the price of admission. For OCTV, I'm Elaine Kugelman, and thank you for joining me today on this review of the live play called American Idiot.
As you go on your way, that's entertainment.